For Ole Miss Rewind for January, here's a look back at the top 6 stories at Ole Miss in the past month that you might have missed.
And NASA is very interested in our project because in the long term it has implications for growing plants and greenhouses on places like Moon and Mars.
Take what they know and then implement that in the marketplace.
This particular case, it's also just an intriguing problem that it was a privilege to be part of an investigation where we could come up with an idea that said it might be possible to be able to identify these shallow and deep pathways just by looking at the chemical signature of the water that's coming out of the ground, to be able to go out, take the samples, run them, get the results back, and find that in fact that is what turned out to be true.
It's been used historically as a substitute for opium, and opium abusers, when they couldn't get opium, they would utilize this plant material in place of opium as a substitute. It's also been used to try and wean people off of opium historically in Thailand. In terms of being able to provide a product that might not have some of those liabilities of the current medications like methadone and buprenorphine, that's kind of the goal of what we've been doing.
What we have strived to do is utilize a new technology, which is hot melt extrusion, and take that technology and also combine it with a new or novel delivery system, and putting those kind of two-prong approach together, be able to get THC and other drugs into the bloodstream so that they will become more bioavailable, and the patient won't have to take as much of the medication as they would need if they took it by mouth or orally.
Everyone knows that good teachers makes a difference, and we know that in this country and in this state that the prestige of the teaching profession is not what it once was and not what it needs to be. And so those of us in higher education have a responsibility and a role in K-12 education, and certainly a big part of that role is preparation for teachers.
For all these stories and more, visit Ole Miss News.